What is going on, guys? This is Joe, and welcome back to a brand new YouTube video. Welcome back to another installment of The Breakfast Club. Going over some questions left in the comment section or in my DMs while eating breakfast with me. Make sure you are eating your breakfast as well. Today's breakfast, we have 5 slices of just regular French toast, no blueberries in them. And on the side, we do have our fruit, which is an apple slices with cinnamon and Splenda on top. Go ahead and eat your fruits and your vegetables, ladies and gentlemen, because it is good for you. So for today, we're going over 2 questions. Both of them have to do with the area of gaining weight. We have one by Max de Kramer, Max with 2 X's. How many calories should I be consuming? I'm trying to lean bulk. 14,44 kg and 172 centimeters. All the calculators give me different results, which really confuses me. That's actually a really good question for people that struggle with gaining weight. There are, for people that don't know, different body types, people that have a hard time gaining weight, people that have a hard time losing weight. Endomorph is somebody that is a little bit bigger, heavier set, probably has a hard time losing weight. Mesomorph is right in the middle, doesn't really have a hard time losing or gaining weight. That is like the ideal body type to have. That's like the best of both worlds. And then you have the ectomorph, which is a little bit skinnier, a hard time gaining weight. So for those people that are more on the ectomorph side, that have a hard time actually putting on weight and lean muscle tissue, first of all, I feel you. I myself am more of like an ectomorph individual. When I've had a hard time gaining weight, I was always very active playing sports my entire life, and genetically I am really good at being on the leaner side. Most of my parents and most of my family is lean. There's nobody in my family or my bloodline that is like obese, is really overweight. We're all pretty lean individuals, which is amazing for wanting to stay lean, but that sucks for wanting to gain weight and gain some lean muscle tissue. So as far as like the actual measurements when it comes to like your weight and height, whether it's in pounds, kilos, or centimeters, that part doesn't really matter. And my number one suggestion for trying to figure out your calorie range is to definitely stay away from those online calculators. Those are all completely random guesses, randomness that they just kind of chuck at you, and they will confuse you the far as how many actual calories should you really be consuming on a daily basis. Whatever your goal is, whether it's to lose or to gain weight. Before I keep on going, let me get this French toast a little bit of a taste test. This is just too good not to. We'll know how to take a short intermission. So when it comes to gaining weight and lean bulking, how many calories really should you be consuming? Well, the answer to that question is as kind of silly as it sounds. There's no real actual number, but it's just more than last time. So here's my suggestion on actually how to consistently gain weight more than last time. Right now, if you are currently tracking your calories, and let's say you are having 2,300 calories on a daily basis, for the next 2 weeks, what I recommend is to weigh yourself every single day, take your median weight, which is the middle number, and slowly bump your calories up. Maybe go up an extra, 200 to 300 calories. Going up an extra 100 is kind of hard to track, and it's too close. I wouldn't go like 200 to 300. So if you're eating 23 right now, go to 25 or 2,600 calories. See where your weight is after 2 weeks. If it's in the upwards direction, I can't even say if it's up by like 0.25 pounds or 0.35 pounds. No, if the trend of your weight is going up, right? And you like the way you look in the mirror still, don't feel or look too fat or too bloated, then continue to eat the new calorie range of 25 to 2,600 until you notice a plateau or a stopping of the actual weight gain. Number that you're now eating, that 25 to 2,600 calories, is now your new maintenance. Your body has adapted that and it's able to maintain on that weight. If you like where you're at when it comes to your overall like physique and development and how you look and feel with that new maintenance being it, then continue to maintain and live in that place as long as you can, because you can both simultaneously build muscle and burn fat at the same exact time while maintaining your weight. It's a slower but more consistent and in the long run a healthier approach to actually gaining weight.
5 minutes later.
With that being said, if you want to continue to gain more weight with that being your new maintenance, then do the same thing over again. Bump your calories up 200 to 300, eat that until that becomes your new maintenance. See how you look, see how you feel in that range. Happy with where you're at in that range, then let that be your new maintenance in gain as long as possible. For those that when I say main gain, it's maintaining your weight while still making gains, right? Main gain. Shake trying to do a lean bulk, shake trying to gain weight, a very slow and steady process. Remember, muscle comes on very slowly. A new beginning lifter might put on 10 pounds of muscle in the first year of lifting. So if you've already been lifting weights for a pretty long time, muscle is a very slow process. Just because you gain 5 pounds in a month absolutely does not mean all of that is muscle. Take your time when it comes to building muscle. Don't rush it. Slower and the steadier, the better. That's what she said.
For the entire time. That's what she said.
We got one more question here from Joe Beck. Hey man, do you ever find yourself stressing out / anxiety about getting your calories in for the day? I'm lean bulking right now and I get extremely anxious I'm not going to have enough time to get my food in. Sometimes even am just not hungry but know I need to gain weight. That's actually a very good question. I feel the same exact way when I was trying to gain weight. I was trying to shoot for 3,000 calories a day and I was at like 27 and it was the end of the night. I just finished my meal and I was already full. I was like, oh shit. And it used to kind of freak me out a little bit. I'm like, what can I eat that's 300 calories and fit it in where I'm not just like stuffed out of my mind? As far as the stress and anxiety part for not getting in my calories on a daily basis when I know I want to hit a certain amount, I definitely used to feel that. I feel like that came from the rush of just wanting to build muscle, wanting to gain weight, and it was just really tired of being skinny. I think as much as people when they're overweight are just tired of being overweight, people that are leaner and skinnier are also just tired of being skinny and they don't want to be that anymore. They want to gain weight and they want to do it quickly. One suggestion is don't stress. You have plenty of time to try and gain weight. You have plenty of time to try and develop your body and develop your overall physique. No matter where you are, sort of your fitness endeavors, you have nothing but time. The process of changing your body is a very slow one anyway, so enjoy every step of the way. There's no reason to just stress out about hitting your calories at the end of the night. If you are a little bit short, just be a little bit short. Maybe that day you just weren't as hungry, and maybe the next day you can maybe eat a little bit more. Calories on a day-to-day can fluctuate. You don't need to be perfect every single day. There's some days where you eat less and there's some days where you eat more. Depends on maybe how hungry you are. Now, if you're consistently not hitting your calories on a daily basis and you are short by like 1,000 calories and you're supposed to hit 3,000 calories and you're like 2,100 and you already finished your last meal, then I would suggest opening your food up or having a little bit more calorically dense food at the beginning of your day, so when that last meal does come around, you're not having to force feed or stuff yourself, right before bed. My other suggestion, as much as I preach low-calorie dense foods to people that want to lose weight, the opposite is true for people that want to gain weight. It's all about higher calorie dense foods. I'm making these simple swaps. If you are eating a lower fat cheese, have a higher fat cheese. In fact, anywhere you can add those calories, try and add them. If you're lactose intolerant, then maybe add a vegan cheese, but start adding different things to your meals. Toppings can add your calories up like crazy. Using different sauces, using different cheeses. Using an actual full nut butter like almond butter or peanut butter is extremely high in calories. Adding that to your protein shake, putting that on a rice cake, putting that on fruit, even throwing in a little bit of olive oil, coconut oil when you actually cook. Those are all ways to sneak in and add more calories. If you do that for every single one of your meals, you might be able to sneak in an extra 200 to 300 calories per meal, no problem, without having to force feed or stuff yourself or actually just increase the overall volume of pure food on the plate. You can do that through toppings as well. And try and do that in the healthiest way possible. I'm not saying to go home, crack a bag of chips open and start stuffing your face and not be able to put the fork down. Have the healthier options. Add avocado to your meals. If you can find a way to sneak in healthy fats, fat is the most calorically dense macronutrient, 9 calories per gram of fat. If you can find a way to sneak more of those calories within the meal, you'll be able to gain weight a little bit more efficiently. When choosing your actual cuts of meat, if you want to eat chicken thighs for a little bit that are a little more calorically dense than chicken breasts, go for it. If you want to eat a little bit higher cut of beef, like 90-10 ground beef or even 85-15, go for it. That will help you get more calories in. Trust about it, take it nice and easy, right? Slowly start bumping your calories up and slowly start finding ways just to sneak more calories in your foods through toppings, condiments, healthy fats, all that stuff. Also, drinking your calories is another good option as well. I don't know if you do any shakes on a daily basis. When I really wanted to gain weight, this is what I did for a shake. I did this every morning, every night before bed. I would use about 1 cup of oatmeal, 1 serving of fruit, 1 scoop of protein powder, and then 2 tablespoons of peanut butter. I would mix that all into a shake, all healthy ingredients, all good for you, but extremely high in calories. I would blend that basically up and I would drink it. I would try to make it as liquidy as possible and not as thick. That way it was super easy to drink. I would do that every morning and every night before bed. It was the easiest way to try and get in calories. All I had to do was just drink it. I was hungry relatively maybe 2 to 3 hours later and able to eat again. Super easy as far as just gaining weight. Had no problems there whatsoever. But anyways, the only thing I'm wrapping up today is this video. Leave a like if you guys enjoyed. Be sure to leave a comment on the video. It definitely helps the channel grow. And leave a question for the next Breakfast Club episode. I do these every other day. They go live at 8 a.m. So make sure you eat your breakfast while watching this. Tag me on Instagram, Joseph_Garcia17. And see if you're featured in the next Breakfast Club episode. Leave a like if you guys enjoyed. Subscribe if you guys are new. It's been your boy Joe. Peace.